All right, good morning, y'all. So today we're gonna go over a pre-trip with the checklist, the way DOT wants it, so that you guys can understand how to do that to go get your license, all right? This is for Class B CDL, all right? First thing we're gonna do when we get to our bus is put our seatbelt on. And I'm gonna turn my key to run. Let them know that my ABS light comes on and goes off in the dash. Then we're gonna start the bus. Let them know we're starting to get the air pressure up to 120 to 140 PSI.
Child checkmate is now activated.
We are already at 120, 140 PSI. Let them know you're getting ready to begin your air brake test. We're gonna start with the very first step of the air brake test. First step is I'm gonna put my foot firmly on that brake pedal, verify that my gear is in neutral. I'm gonna turn my bus off, back to run, and release my parking brake. You're gonna ask the examiner to time you for 1 minute to make sure you do not lose more than 3 PSI in that minute. He's gonna time you for 1 minute. Once he tells you 1 minute is up, you need to tell him you do not lose more than 3 PSI in that minute. After that, we're gonna begin pumping our brakes down between 60 and 55 PSI. Our low air warning light and buzzer shall come on in the dash. Our low air warning lights and buzzers have come on. Now we're gonna continue to pump down between 40 and 20, and our parking brakes should pop out. Some of the parking brakes are silent, so you wanna keep an eye on it. We pumped down between 20 and 40, and our parking brake has popped out. Now we're gonna restart the engine to regain air pressure. Make sure you remove your foot from the brake pedal, or the air pressure will not build. Can you pause it? All right, so now that we restarted the engine and regained air pressure, we're about to hear a sneeze. Our bus has sneezed. That tells us that we're back to 120 to 140 PSI. We can now begin the next steps of our brake test, which is gonna be the parking brake and the service brake test. For the parking brake, I'm gonna put my foot firmly on the brake pedal, shift my gear into drive with the parking brake on. I'm gonna rev my engine twice, over 1,000 RPM. My bus should not move, it didn't. That means my parking brake held. Next, we're gonna test our service brakes. Foot still on the brake, gears in drive. We're gonna release the parking brake, pull forward at no more than 5 miles an hour twice. Step on our service brake twice. My bus did not pull left or right. That means my service brakes are working properly. Secure your bus, put it back into neutral. Now we can come to our checklist here. We've done air brake, parking brake, service brake. Now we're gonna do our lighting indicators. For your lighting indicators, you wanna turn on your headlights. I like to start with high beams. My high beam indicator is working in the dash. My left turn indicator is working in the dash. My right turn indicator is working in the dash. My hazard indicators are working in the dash. My DEF indicator shows that we're between half and full. Now I'm gonna come over here and press my amber master switch to show that my amber indicator light is also working. When I open the door, my red indicator light is also working. Now we're gonna move on to our emergency equipment. Over here we have our 3 red reflective triangles. They are secure, clean, not cracked or broken. We have our fire extinguisher. It is secure. The pin is in place and it's fully charged and the needle is in green. Then we have our first aid and body fluid kit. They are both secure, fully stocked with spare fuses. Come on back over to your checklist here. You can check off your emergency equipment. And if you hop on down to school bus only, first aid can now be checked off, all right? Now we're gonna go to our windshield and traffic monitoring devices, okay? When they say traffic monitoring devices, they're talking about your mirrors. We'll start with our windshield. Our windshield is secure, clean, not cracked or broken. 2 current inspection stickers on each side of it. My mirrors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. They're all clean, secure, not cracked or broken, and adjusted to me. My passenger monitoring device is secure. The bracket is secure, not cracked or broken, or missing any pieces. We're gonna come and check that guy off. Passenger monitoring device It's going to be down here in passenger and school bus only. Get that checked off. Next, we have wipers and windshield, or wipers and washers, which is your windshield wipers and the fluid. All right, I tell everybody, just hold the fluid button. Let them know your wipers work on high and low, and the fluid comes out. Your wiper blades are not torn or frayed. They're secure and touching the window. So we can come and wipe that off. Next, we're going to move to our heater and defrost. I tell everyone to make this statement before you touch anything. You make this statement before you touch anything. All my heat and defrost works on high and low, and my driver heat and defrost works on high and low. After you make that statement, you're going to come over here and turn on your heat fans, your defrost fans. Then you're going to come over here, turn on your driver heat and defrost. Let them know it has positive airflow. Once that's on, press the active noise button. It's going to silence everything. Let them know your active noise button works. While it's on, turn your heat off. And then you can deactivate your active noise. Last but not least on that top category is the horn. My horn works properly. At this point, I'm going to ask the examiner to go outside and do my light test. The examiner is outside, and I'm going to demonstrate how to do the light test, which on your checklist is going to be the line that says all external lights. Okay? So for my light test, the examiner is out there in front of the bus. I'm going to turn on my headlights and clearance lights and yell out, headlights and clearance lights. Now we're going to do left turn. Left turn, and they're going to be out there with a thumbs up or a whistle. Right turn, they're out there, they gave me the thumbs up. Hazard lights, they're looking all around the bus for the hazard lights. High beams, they're looking out front for the high beams. Now you have to show the function of your student lights outside. So we're going to press our amber master switch, tell them that our ambers are on. Then we're going to open the door. Now our reds are on. At this point, the examiner is going to go to the rear of the bus for the rear light exam. We're going to close our door back. The examiner is at the rear of the bus. We're going to turn off the headlights and turn them back on and yell out clearance lights. Your clearance lights surround the bus. You have 3 at the top and the back. Now we can move to left turn signal. And they are only looking at the back of the bus. Right turn signal. Hazard lights. Brake and tail lights. And then again, we're going to demonstrate our student lights. So you got your ambers on. When we open the door, our reds are on. They've given me the thumbs up and the whistle. Now they're coming back to the bus. As they're getting back on the bus, I'm going to let them know my stair light is on and it's working. I'm going to let them know that my cross gate has come out and my stop arms are out and they are working. I'm going to press my cross gate cancel button. Let them know my cross gate cancel button is working properly. Now we can come over to our checklist here and we can check off all external lights, student lights, stop arm and safety arm. We're going to close our door. Now we are on passenger entry and lift, emergency exits, and passenger seating. For my passenger entry, I have my doors, glass, and seals secure, not torn or frayed. The seals, the glass is not cracked or broken. My stairs are secure with no tripping hazards. My stair light, the condition, it is secure, properly mounted, not cracked or broken, in the proper color. My handrails are secure, not cracked or broken. And we can come on and check that off of our list. At this point, we got to get out of our seat. Before we do so, we want to turn our bus to ACC and then remove our seatbelt. Now I'm going to do the inside of the bus inspection. My seats are secure to the frame. The frame is secure to the floor. Tell everybody walk and talk. My seats have no rips, tears, cuts, or graffiti. By the time you're done with your statement, you're at the back of the bus. My rear emergency exit is properly marked. If I pull the handle up and push out, the alarm and buzzer should sound. I have 4 emergency exit windows, 1, 2, 3, and 4. To test, I will pull the handle up and push out. Alarm and buzzer should sound. We're gonna test 2, 1 on each side. I have 2 emergency roof hatches, 1 and 2. To test, we'll turn the red knob to exit and push out. You're gonna ask, would you like me to test? They're gonna tell you no. But you need to explain, turn to exit and push up, and alarm and buzzers will sound. Now we're gonna get off the bus for the outside of the bus inspection. So your passenger side under the hood, you're gonna start with your coolant reservoir. You let them know my coolant reservoir is secure. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. It's between the levels of add and full. All hoses and couplings are secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking. This is my frame. It runs the length of the bus on both sides. It is secure, not cracked or broken or missing any pieces. My spring mounts, front and back, are both secure, not cracked, broken, or missing any pieces. My leaf spring is secure, in line with each other, not cracked, broken, or missing any pieces. My shock absorber back here is secure at both ends. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. My brake lines and hoses, can you see that? Yep. Brake lines and hoses. There's 2 lines here. One is the air line, one is electrical. So they're not torn or frayed or not leaking, all right? Inside of the tire here, you cannot see what you're pointing at. You cannot see what you're pointing at on the inside of the tire, but you're gonna tell them my brake drum and lining has no grease or oil on it. Then we're gonna move up to the top of the tire here. My tire has to be at least 4/32, no less, and can be checked with a tread depth gauge reader. The sidewall has no rips, tears, bubbles. My rim is secure, not cracked, broken, or bent. It has no illegal welds. My lug nuts and studs are all present. They're not cracked, broken, or missing. No signs of rust trails, and my bolt holes are not elongated. My grease seal is secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking. My valve stem and cap is secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking, and can be checked with an air gauge. And then we can move around to our other side. Over here, we're gonna start with our power steering reservoir. If you don't remember the name, it's on the cap, or there's a sticker on the side. Power steering reservoir. It's secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking, in between the levels of add and full. All of my hoses and couplings on this side, secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking. My oil dipstick, if I pull it out and check it, it will be between add and full. My gearbox or steering box, whichever you want to call it, is secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking. It can't be leaking because we got hoses going to it delivering fluid. All 6 of my steering links is secure with castle nuts and cotter pins. I know this is dirty, it's hard to see, but this is what they look like. Castle nuts and cotter pin aren't bent and broken. Joints and sockets are not worn or loose. About this tire, you would tell them I will inspect this tire the exact same way as the one on the other side. That is all for under the hood. Now we'll move to the front of the bus. So your front of the bus up here, I tell everybody stand up here like Jesus and point, all right? You got your 8 ways, clearance lights, headlights, turn signals, and reflectors. They're all secure, not cracked or broken. They're in the proper color, all right? Cross gate. Secure, not cracked, broken, or bent. There's no leaks under my bus. If all my mirrors and mirror brackets are secure, not cracked or broken or missing any pieces. And then we can move to our passenger side lighting. You have clearance lights, turn signals, and reflectors down this side. They are all secure, clean, not cracked or broken, and in the proper color. This is your DEF tank. Open that up. You have your cap and tank behind the cap. It's secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking. Now I'm just gonna pause here for a second because on this list, we wanna make sure we come through and check off everything we've done. Front of the vehicle, we've done lenses, we've done fluid levels, fluid and air levels, and steering system. We've done tires, we've done lug nuts, we've done spring mounts, brake lines, and brake contaminants. Now we're just on the side and rear of the bus. Keep in mind, the only thing that we are inspecting is what's required for test day. So this is your diesel. The cap is secure with no leaks. The tank and frame under the bus is secure with no leaks under the bus. From this side of my bus, it is sitting level from front to back. We'll move to the rear of the bus here. There's a light up here that you can't see, and it's called a strobe light. All right, you want to mention it. Just because we're standing here and can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. So you have strobe light, clearance lights, paint waves, turn signals. These are both brake-in tails. Reverse lights and reflectors are all secure, clean, not cracked or broken, and in the proper color. And we'll open up our emergency door here. The door locks in place. The seal around the door is not torn or frayed, and it is secure. Underneath the bus here, my cross members and frames are secure, not cracked or broken. Before you leave the back of the bus, you want to take a step back and look at it and let them know my bus is sitting level from side to side. Now we're going to move on to the driver's side. Same thing with your lights again. You have your clearance lights, turn signals, and reflectors down this side. They're all secure, clean, not cracked or broken, and in the proper color. You have 2 stop signs. They're both working properly and secure. The lenses are not cracked or broken and in the proper color. My wires are not torn or frayed. I'm gonna come up here and check my other stop sign, exactly the same. And last but not least, we have our battery door. My batteries are secure, not cracked, broken, or leaking. My wires are not cut, torn, or frayed, and I have no corrosion on the terminals of my batteries. And that's the end of the picture.